It took courage to give voice to this dream I'd had, a dream I had to walk away from, and I didn't think it would find its way back. Huy Quan, a former child hero who made a comeback in Everything Everywhere All at Once, received the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Quan took the platform to his first standing ovation of the evening and thanked his 84-year-old mother, who was at home witnessing from the audience. "I just won an Oscar, Mom!" With the win, Quan's award season comes to a particularly passionate close. He gained notoriety before the age of adolescence by portraying Harrison Ford's companion in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in 1984 and The Goonies in 1985. However, Quan soon stopped performing because he discovered that there weren't many significant film parts for Asians. It wasn't until 2021's Everything Everywhere that he made a comedic acting comeback as Waymond Wang, the zany spouse of Michelle Yeoh's multiverse-hopping laundry proprietor. Huy Quan's early life. Quan fled his native Vietnam at the age of 7 on a packed boat, and he and his father spent a year in a Hong Kong refuge center. The family was restored when they immigrated to the US in 1979 after his mother and 3 brothers traveled to Malaysia. Speaking to The Guardian last year, he said, "We were refugees. Nobody wanted us. They would call us fresh off the boat. They would make fun of us when we were in school. You can imagine what that does to the mental state of a child." His existence, however, was about to alter. By accident, he received an audition request when he was 12 to portray Chinese pickpocket Short Round in the 1984 film Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. The casting director recommended he try out even though he had only come to the audition to support his sibling. Quan left for Sri Lanka 3 weeks later to begin filming the movie there. "It was one of the happiest times of my life," he recalled. Spielberg was the first person to put an Asian face in a Hollywood blockbuster, he said. "Short Round is funny, he's courageous, and he saves Indy's ass." The following year, he played the gadget-obsessed Data in The Goonies, and he later made appearances in the comedies Together We Stand and Head of the Class. As he got older, though, the right parts never came along, so he took on behind-the-scenes jobs as a stunt coordinator and associate director. "It's always difficult to make the transition from a child actor to an adult actor," he told The Telegraph. "But when you're Asian, then it's 100 times more difficult. Your early 20s are supposed to be golden years, and all I did was wait for the phone to ring," said the man who had been let down by the industry. How Huy Quan beat all odds and rose to the top. He was then motivated to give his goal of becoming an actor another try as he neared the age of 50 after seeing Crazy Rich Asians. "I remember watching that movie in a theater 3 times. I cried every single time," he said. "I cried because it was such a beautiful movie, but I also cried for a different reason. I had serious FOMO, fear of missing out. I wanted to be up there along with my fellow Asian actors. It was then that the idea of getting back to my roots started taking place." He was approached about Everything Everywhere All at Once 2 weeks after being handled by an Asian acquaintance. It turned out to be both his first Academy Award and second major success. He told the Los Angeles Times, "I was 50 years old when I decided to get back into acting. It took courage to give voice to this dream I'd had, a dream I had to walk away from. And I didn't think it would find its way back." He undoubtedly didn't anticipate that the screenplay for Everything Everywhere All at Once would lead him to the Oscars. The movie is a difficult sale on paper. It is a creative mashup of a superhero action movie, a madcap sci-fi adventure, and an independent drama about an immigrant family. Quan portrays numerous versions of Waymond from alternative worlds, in addition to Waymond Wang, the spouse of Michelle Yeoh's laundromat manager. In a fortunate turn of events, one of his former co-stars assisted him in landing his return part. The Goonies actor Jeff Cohen, who now works as an industry attorney, assisted Quan in negotiating his deal. He never imagined that he'd have to talk to Chunk and Data for his movie. The movie's producer remarked, "The Oscars. My journey started on a boat. I spent a year in refuge camp, and somehow I ended up there on Hollywood's biggest stage," he said through tears. "They say stories like this only happen in the movies. I cannot believe it's happening to me. This is the American dream. With victories at the Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, and SAG Awards in addition to receiving his first Oscar nomination, he has been the talk of the awards season. The fact that he has been able to travel the awards tour with Steven Spielberg, who collaborated with Quan on Indiana Jones, and is up for Best Director for the semi-autobiographical film The Fabelmans, is a moving coincidence. Later on in the evening, Quan was able to embrace Ford, who gave Everything Everywhere All at Once the award for Best Film. "Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine," he said while fighting back tears. To all of you out there, please keep your dream alive. Before exiting the stage, Quan expressed his gratitude to the Academy and Hollywood. "Thank you," he said. "Thank you so much for welcoming me back." Along with Barry Keoghan, Brandon Gleeson, Judd Hirsch, and Brian Tyree Henry, Quan was nominated for The Banshees of Inisherin, The Fabelmans, and Causeway respectively. Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, had its world debut at SXSW in 2022 to both critical and commercial praise. With $100 million worldwide, the movie became an unusual independent hit during the pandemic period. It is currently A24's all-time top-grossing broadcast. It's no minor achievement that the film has managed to not only dominate the Oscar discussion for a full year. Everything Everywhere All at Once became just the 5th movie in history to win all 4 of the main industry awards during its record-breaking award season: DGA, PGA, SAG, and WGA. The film received the most nods for Academy Awards this year with 11, including Best Picture, Best Director for Daniels, Best Supporting Actor for Stephanie Hsu and Jamie Lee Curtis. Best Picture and 6 other awards were earned by it. Due to its layoff during COVID, Quan lost his health insurance before his major return. The pandemic caused a 2-year postponement in the theatrical premiere of Everything Everywhere, which was shot in early 2020. I called my agent and said, "Can you please get me anything? It doesn't matter. I just need one job to make the minimum requirement for health insurance." He recently recounted on The Late Late Show with James Corden, and I could not get one single job. At that point, he realized that his career may rise or fall on the success of Everything Everywhere All at Once. So he called the producer to ask, "Can you please tell me one thing? Am I good in the movie? Nobody wants to hire me." He recalled, the producer said, "Key, just be patient. You just wait." He was presented the prize by none other than his erstwhile Indiana Jones co-star Harrison Ford in a soul-touching reunion that will surely leave you teary-eyed. Quan continued by thanking his mother for the sacrifices she made to get me here. In his Oscars address, he also thanked his spouse and brother, the love of my life, who month after month, year after year, for 20 years, told me my time would come. He added, "Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine." To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive. Thank you so much for welcoming me back. From being an underprivileged refugee from Vietnam to becoming an Oscar hero, he has set the world into a buzzing stage. His shortcomings were nothing short of suffering, despair, and hopelessness, but he persisted and fought on. As the queen of pop, Beyoncé, would say, slay. And Huy Quan did indeed slay. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We hope this story inspires you to never stop dreaming and to always keep fighting for what you believe is your destiny. Peace.